NXT, Florida House Shows, the Coconut Loop, the Citrus Circuit returns June 10th in Tampa. June and July shows in Florida and more show dates forthcoming. Go to etix.com-NXT or wwe.com/NXTTix. Leading the Sunshine State charge is NXT Champ Bron Breakker, an accomplished football player and amateur wrestler. Now he is embracing the next challenge, pro wrestling sports entertainment. As someone who has not experienced the Coconut Loop yet, and thank you, Champ, who have you talked to about these upcoming house shows to get you ready for this unique Florida adventure?
I think it just comes down to the WWE Performance Center coaches and the wisdom that they can bestow on us, and kind of just get us ready to be prepared and stuff like that. These won't be the first set of house shows that I've worked, so I think I've done a few with the main roster at different times, and I'm just so excited. I can't wait to get out there.
Hey, what was that experience like then, being able to already do a couple of house shows? How different is it from actually doing like a TV show, USA Network, Tuesday nights, NXT 2.0, 8 p.m.? I think I'm not really sure. I mean, it's not too much of a difference in my opinion, but I think it's a little bit more personal with the crowd, and I can be a little bit more involved with the fans, and just go out and have a little fun, and maybe try some things, and just kind of experiment, just things like that. It's it was a super great experience and super fun. I can't wait to start doing them on a weekly basis. Your father is no stranger to house shows. I'm wondering how much you pick his brain, or do you pick his brain at all when it comes to things like this?
Yeah, absolutely. My father's been super helpful in everything that I've done thus far, and just giving me all kinds of wisdom and pointers and stuff like that. So, yeah, absolutely. We keep in touch quite a bit.
You mentioned about the intimate experience and trying new things. Are those some of the things that you're most looking forward to on this Coconut Loop? I'm most looking forward, I think, just connecting with the fans and traveling to these different towns, and just have a different set of people every single night, and just connect with fans all over the place, and I'm just super excited for that. And Brian, even going a little further, how much do you think these house shows will help not just you, but other talent, getting more reps, getting more experience?
Yeah, I think it's going to be astronomically, positive for everybody here in NXT, just to get more reps. Like I said, just in a different crowd, and experience different things, get to try stuff, go out and have a little fun, and just be very connected with the audience, and it's going to be such a help for, like I said, reps, experience, things like that. Just can't wait.
Now, Champ, we've got Tampa, Largo, Jacksonville, Venice, Orlando, Melbourne, Cocoa as some of the cities that y'all are going on. Now, you're the champ. Can you put a good word in for Miami, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Pierce, West Palm?
Oh, absolutely. I'll do that.
I'm figuring if you put a word in, we'll get some shows this way, too.
Yeah, no doubt. I hope so.
All right, so, Bron, hey, amateur wrestling, football, very, very talented athletes. I'm wondering, are you now the most famous person from Etowah High School?
I'm not sure. I don't really pay attention to that kind of thing. I know we had one guy, his name was Buster Scrine. He played in the NFL for quite some time. He's a very successful athlete. There's many others. I don't pay attention.
Well, you know what, Brian? I'll say you are. If you're now the most famous now, you're one of the most famous. I know that Chandler Riggs from The Walking Dead is from your school. And also, I don't know if you know the Swing Man, Johnny Swinger, old school wrestler.
Yeah, I know Johnny.
You have that connection with the Swing Man.
Hey, I'm curious too, Bron. You were a Georgia State wrestling champion. I hope I have that correct.
Yes.
Did Dad get to see you win the state title? I know Dad was busy in his own career and but I don't know by then if he had retired and was able to see you do that.
Oh yeah, he was very involved in all my athletics, really. Yeah, he got to see me win that championship, and that was one of my favorite moments in the athletics, I think, in my entire life. Just, 'cause that was a big one growing up. Just being an amateur wrestling champion, and I finally accomplished that when I was a senior. And it was a cool father and son moment for sure.
Yeah, that is very cool. And did you think about wrestling in college?
I would have liked to. I guess. I mean, I love football, and I was at the time I was already committed to play Division I football at Kennesaw State University, and I'd already pretty much closed the door, but I didn't really start catching on in amateur wrestling to be like competing at a high level until I was a senior. So it was just, I stand behind my decision to go play football, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Just, I wouldn't mind wrestling at the next level as well.
Were there any thoughts at all of going to the University of Michigan?
No, I mean I did some football camps and actually Coach Harbaugh was there. And his staff was actually running one of them, and I put on a showcase for Michigan and a bunch of other schools as well when I was a senior, and I don't think it was ever in the cards really.
In that realm, I'm curious, because you're doing so well in the Florida circuit with NXT now, and you do have that athletic background. I'm not to go too much off loop here, but how big? I know your father and your uncle, both very accomplished wrestlers at Michigan. How big are they at University of Michigan? How noted are they?
As far as I know, I mean, I'm not positive, but I'm pretty sure they would be in the school's Hall of Fame for athletics. And I know that from time to time, my Uncle Scott and my dad make their way back up to the university for alumni stuff, for the wrestling program and things like that. But I would say they're a highly praised group of athletes that have come out of there. So for sure.
Now, were you a Falcons fan?
No, I was more into college football myself, to be honest.
So what was it like for you? Because if I read correctly, you did get a tryout with the Baltimore Ravens?
I signed with the Baltimore Ravens as an undrafted free agent on draft day. And I was with them for a number of months, and then that was the only team I was with.
When did you know it was time to hang up the cleats and then give pro wrestling a shot?
I would say 4 or 5 months into my when I was a free agent training, and just seeing if any other teams would come along. And granted, this was during the COVID season, so things were a little bit tighter back then, and just kind of seeing what was going to happen. And I've just been chomping at the bit to get in the ring, and it just could not wait anymore. And finally, I told my dad, "Hey, man, it's time to go. It's time to do this." So.
Wow, what a time for you. God, do you ever, Bron, how do you just keep from not getting too high? Because you've done very well in a short period of time, and rightfully so, and now you're NXT champ. Just how do you keep yourself grounded and keep going and improving? I'm a very humble person, and I'm very focused. I'm focused all the time on getting better and things, how to improve, and that's really where my focus is, to be quite honest. And we have a wonderful coaching staff here at the WWE Performance Center that I learn from every single day from all of them. They're fantastic. We have such a great deal of resources down here, and just amazing people to learn from and things like that. So I'm just focused on
being the best performer that I can possibly be, and my father keeps me grounded as well. My family. I mean, I'm just a very humble person, just focused on just being a better athlete.
Hey, within that focus, was there a certain match already that you knew, okay, yeah, I could do this, and I could do this pretty good?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really think that way, to be honest. Because, like I said, there's always things for me to work on and improve on, and it's how people, the fans or people portray, the product that I put out on television is up to them, and I listen to the fans, and my job is to show up every day and be better than I was the day before, and that's my mindset.
What is this NXT roster like? It is such an eclectic mix of talent, which is awesome. And you have some of the main roster that'll come back and compete as well on some of these shows.
Yeah, it's a ton of fun, man. We have so much talent down here, and just world-class athletes. And I love NXT 2.0 and what we're doing, and I think we're a fantastic show, and we're on our way to being elite, and I'm just so thankful to be a part of that and have the opportunity to work with everybody.
How do you like Florida?
I love it here, man. It's hot all the time, but I love it here, man. The bass fishing down here is fantastic.
Now, this Florida Loop, this Citrus Circuit, the Coconut Loop, it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have a lot of fun. Fans are going to have a lot of fun. Hey, I'm curious, did you study criminal justice at Kennesaw State?
I did.
Were there thoughts of, when the pro career is over, whatever career that was, to go into law enforcement, military, FBI, CIA, or no?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. The more I learned about it in college and stuff like that, I just maybe want to go another way.
Now, ring names are ultra important. Ring gear, all the little intricacies of becoming a sports entertainer or pro wrestler. Bron, I'm always curious with this. So you went with Bron Breakker. Is there, and I'm probably going too deep into this, but is there a reason for the double Ks?
Is there a reason for the double?
The double Ks in Breakker.
That's just to be different, man. It's just another way to make myself different from everybody else, and I love the name, man. I think it's great, and it's grown on me a lot, and I think the fans as well are opened me with welcome arms, and I love it, man. I fully embraced it. I think it's fantastic, and I'm having fun with getting creative with it, and just I'm just having a lot of fun with it. It's great.
And was it a collaboration, or was it something you came up with?
That's something I came up with. I thought of how I was in football, just like when I would go to block people and stuff, I would try to break people in half, and I was sitting around at home and was like, well, I tried to break people in football, and I tried to break people in sports entertainment, and I was like, well, I could be like the Breakker or something like that, and then, here we are.
Yeah, you are breaking everybody, man. You're the NXT champ. That is so cool. Hey, we're going to wrap this up. And with this whole circuit and everything, and you mentioned the WWE Performance Center in Orlando, which is just an incredible place, incredible coaches, trainers, staff. I'm curious with HBK and then Triple H as well, how much impact have they had on you so far?
Oh, huge impact, man. I love Shawn Michaels, man. He is wonderful to work for, just absolutely fantastic. I cannot say enough good things, man. It's been such a wonderful experience getting to work for him, and I hope to be, working with Triple H more and doing some things, because he was down here in NXT in my very early stages of being here, and then then he left shortly, maybe a couple months after I arrived, so I haven't really gotten to work with him a ton, but I love both of them, man. I think the world of both
like I said, I've said many times, Triple H is my favorite wrestler of all time. And it's such an honor, man, and a privilege to be working for those two just absolute amazing superstars and Hall of Fame careers. And just it's so great. I'm so thankful for that. And I think the world of both of them.
Well, NXT Champ Bron Breakker, thank you so much. We all look forward to seeing you on this Florida house show circuit that revs back up June 10th in Tampa. And we're looking forward to seeing you all in Miami, Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, and Fort Pierce.